Ghostbusters?
Dad's all torn up and Mom's got like a hard point thing in her neck and they're getting bigger.
They'll eat anything.
Those, man-eating hairballs that you do not believe in.
Critters. They bite.
Welcome back, everybody, to the second episode of They Bite, the only podcast that is dedicated to the franchise for Critters. We are 100% Critters fans, and it's dedicated straight for the show. So, all right, my name is Chris, and I am here from Critters Rehatched. And today, again, we have Sean, who's also from Critters Rehatched.
Hey, how's it going?
And we have some more topics to talk with you guys about today. And on the last episode, we touched a little bit about the possibility of a Blu-ray release coming out. And Sean had a good idea. You talked about the VHS covers being the initial artwork for it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the DVD releases, the cover art was terrible. It was terrible, man. Like, the VHS cover art, especially the first two, actually, just all of them. Those are like my video rental, store memories, so.
Yeah,
I don't
me too.
know. I would like to see it. Yeah, you having tattooed on these both 1 and 2, stuff. But I don't know. Do you think that they should just put those on for the Blu-ray, or would you like to actually see them tackle new art that isn't just another stock photo, being photoshopped into space, like they've been doing for the TV artwork?
Well, I'd actually like to see both of them done. I would like to see it have like a slipcover and have new artwork for the slipcover, but whenever you take the case out of the slipcover, the artwork for the case itself will be the original VHS cover.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I'd love to see that too.
Or if they didn't do a slipcover, they could at least do like a wraparound cover or a reverse cover. So the original cover could be on the outside, and then if you wanted to change it out with a new artwork, you could just take out the insert and flip it around and put that as the cover.
That would be awesome. It's probably going to be a box set, though, so it's probably going to be all
Probably
one image or whatever. But there is a box set in another country that it's like it's fur, and it looks like the critter eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That thing is
awesome.
so fucking expensive.
Yeah, yeah, it really is.
God,
I wouldn't mind if they did that, because that is really cool. And I just don't. They went all out over in that country,
Yeah, that country must have like loved critters, or critters must have brought in a lot of money for that country or something.
Yeah, we got to go over there. We got to party,
Yeah, that cover is so hard to find too. It's like every once in a while that fur box set or whatever will show up on eBay for like $200.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But there's not even good enough pictures to really see what's going on with it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you talked about the DVD covers being bad a while ago, and I agree that the DVD cover for the first for the first movie isn't that good, but I didn't mind the cover for 1, 2, and or for 2, 3, and 4.
But maybe it's just biased nostalgia, but they reused the image from part 1, like on most of them anyways. Especially they reissued them on TV, the quality of the cover just went down. But the Critters 3 DVD is where they're like blasting over the city, right?
Yeah. Which doesn't make any sense because they don't actually fly, but they do jump.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they do get the Sonic the Hedgehog power in part 3, though.
Yeah. The DVD for part 4 I actually thought was kind of cool with like the moon, them coming over top of the moon and stuff. I always liked that artwork for some reason. I don't know why, but I have liked it.
Well, you and I know the Japanese Critters 4 artwork, I think, is the best for Critters 4. The VHS and the laser disc with them blasting out, I think, of Earth.
Yeah, I love that. Like the Earth is in the quarter and they're like blasting to the side.
Oh yeah, that's oh man, that's so good.
The single favorite cover for part 4 though, I'm not sure what country it's for, but there's one that has like an egg, and it's got arms and legs that are like breaking out of a critter egg, and it's
kind of oozing, right?
yeah, and I love that artwork, and it's so hard to find, and anytime I find it, it's always like shipping is like $40 or $50 for it. And I'm like, no, thank you.
Yeah, I know, man. Like I've thought about getting every variant of VHS for these films before, and it's so random, and most of them aren't as good as we're describing, by the way.
Yeah.
Like they'll just take the image from part 3 and then reverse it and then put part 4. You know, it's terrible.
Yeah. Oh, that's always confused me too. Why other countries use the artwork between 3 and 4 for posters and stuff.
Yeah, the stock images on the back, they'll have them like mixed up. You know, it just tells me that probably a lot of countries got 3 and 4 late. You know, so probably got them at the same time or something. And so all the stock images that got sent over to make the artwork just got all screwed up. I don't know how it works. But,
yeah, you're probably right on that. Either that or somebody just didn't care about their job.
Yeah, and why would they? You know.
But yeah, that would be really cool though if we got the original covers for the Blu-rays, if the Blu-rays do happen to come out.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's just anything but the DVD, just something new at least, you know.
So a special feature that definitely needs to be on the Blu-ray release, if one ever comes out, would be Jordan Downey's Critters Bounty Hunter fan film. And Sean, you can talk about that a little bit if you'd like.
Yeah, definitely. It's kind of a shame he's not going to be a part of the series because the guy really nailed it. The humor, the atmosphere, the bounty hunter. You know, I even liked the Critter. You know, you and I are probably going to be really picky about that, and I even liked that for what it was.
I did too. I had a few problems with it, but overall, I really liked it.
Yeah, me too. He did it behind the scenes. If anyone wants to check it out, you know, on his YouTube, definitely go check it out. The fan film if you haven't, and all the behind the scenes footage. The guy put in so much work. It's incredible. For those who don't know, he did Thanksgiving, the epic things.
A lot of people were
movie.
Yeah, a lot of people were online and stuff were talking about after it came out that they thought he should have been the one to direct the series, and after people were saying that, he actually came out and said that he was making the film as a pitch to Warner Brothers to get them to cast him as the director for the series.
That's right.
But since the recent announcement, we know that that's actually not happening now, and he's not part of the series, and it's a shame because I think he would have done a fantastic job.
Yeah, he obviously has the passion, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, if I ever get a chance to work on a Critters movie, like I'm calling you and Jordan Downey immediately and saying, "Come help me."
Yeah, 100%, man. I would have liked to see more of what Jordan would have done, you know. But hopefully he does get a special feature on the Blu-rays. That'd be an honor in itself, right there. I'd say, you know.
Yeah, there's his short film has so many like references to the original too, and there's the last video he posted on his YouTube channel was like an Easter egg video, and he goes through and talks about all the different references and Easter eggs that he hid throughout there to let people find. And there were so many of them. I'd seen a lot of them as I was watching it, but hearing him talk about each one, I didn't even like realize that there were so many that I didn't catch.
Yeah, I felt bad that I didn't catch them all. I felt like a big poser.
I don't feel bad I didn't catch them all either. So
yeah.
Yeah, he had a lot of effort and a lot of time put into that. And Jordan Downey, I give you mad props if you're listening to this. Mad props for creating that for us. We thank you. It was awesome to see.
Yeah, me too. In fact, someone I think it was Paul in Australia made a VHS, like a fake VHS for it, and I want that, you know, because to me it's not long enough, but it's good enough, you know. That's part 5. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it could be like the after credit sequence of part 4.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, exactly. Only you know, the theme music that ends up part 4.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. He created a Power of the Night song specifically for the fan film too.
Oh yeah, I mean, exactly. Yeah, we're talking about how the dude's passionate. Yeah, the dude literally recorded Power of the Night just to avoid copyright probably. But yeah,
I think
awesome.
I don't know this off the top of my head, but I think the guy that recorded that for him is Nick Soul or something like that.
Okay.
He did a good job at making that song feel like it was the original song, just a little bit more like modern, you know.
Yeah. Different tones and everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
kicked ass. I love
Yeah.
it. Yeah, that's my favorite. So, what's your favorite part of part one?
My absolute favorite part. A lot of people think that my favorite part is the one where the critter is attacking the house and D. Wallstone's character pulls out the gun and shoots it and says, you know, they have weapons, so what? Fuck.
Yeah.
That's most people's thought on that, but that's not my favorite.
Yeah.
My favorite scene is the first attack sequence at the house where the dad, Billy Greenbush's character, why can't I think of his name right now? His character name. Jay Brown. Yeah, Jay Brown.
Yeah, Jay.
He's in the basement and he's looking around for the fuse box and the critter attacks him in the basement and bites his leg and shoots him in the back with his spike.
Man, yeah.
That scene is so intense.
Emotional, man.
Yeah,
it gets me emotional.
It's dark.
You care about him.
Yeah, you do, and it's dark. It's scary, and for a PG-13 kids movie, when I watched that when I was little, you know, I wasn't scared, but I was a little bit like intimidated by the scene, you know.
Oh yeah, when Brad tries to run down and the mom won't let him, and you kind of have that helplessness feeling. That scene is intense, man.
Yeah, and then it ends with them like slamming the door, and then it cutting to like another scene with like the bounty hunters, I think, which is like
I don't know, but they're meaner than hell. You know?
Yeah, I love that. I love that scene.
Yeah.
And man, he's a fighter, isn't he, Jay Brown?
Oh, dude, yeah. He's like a great dad character too. There's something about that character, the family in itself. I don't know. Except his sister, I don't really resonate with that any.
Yeah, she's like the least favorite character, I think.
Yeah, my favorite part is her doing it in the barn. No, I'm kidding.
Billy Zane getting eaten up.
I don't know if it's my favorite part, but a part that I always look forward to is when the cop shows up to the church, and what's his name? What's the cop's name?
Sheriff Harv.
Yeah, Harv. Yes. And there's this one lady at the church.
Please don't tell me you're talking about the fucking lady that's like, "Get him, Harv!"
Yeah, it is. And she just shakes her bingo wings, you know.
Yeah, that part seems to like I get excited for that part too for some reason. I don't know. It's so funny and it comes out of nowhere, and I feel like that lady wasn't supposed to say anything, but she wanted to be like in the film.
Yeah, to me, honestly, I think it's the biggest joke in the film because it's probably the most hidden. You know, you have to have watched it as many times as you or I have to have even noticed that.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious, Sean. That's great.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part from the movie? Get him, Harv! Oh wow!
It's me every time.
Next time I watch the movie, that every time I see it now, I'm going to think of you.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Favorite shot of a critter in the movie, though. What's your favorite shot of a critter in the entire film?
Favorite shot of a critter. Wow, that's a good one.
That is a hard one.
I think to me the scene where they try to run from the house and they're going to the car, but they're the truck and the truck is all eaten out, so they have to go back to the house.
Yeah.
And the critters are rolling behind them, going into the fence. Right before the whole shotgun sequence happens with the critter saying "fuck," but then just rolling toward the fence and rolling across the yard. For some reason, I've always loved that. I thought it looked so like cool and so real to me. That's probably my favorite shot of the critter from the first movie.
That is so badass. Mine's so opposite. I love when the big one's dragging April and all the ones are just kind of sitting on her.
Oh yeah.
Reflection in their eyes. So cute.
Why did I know it was going to be something so like different than that? Like, get him, Harv, and cute critter.
I love this movie for odd reasons.
I see that. That's great, man. That's great. Dragging that scene is always weird for me. Like them dragging April out to like Yeah, I know that they're going to take her back to like the spaceship and like use her for food on the way to wherever planet they're going to next. But
Yeah, I could guess.
but for some reason that scene always sounds so weird to me because like I think when I was little, one of my friends was watching with me and they were like, "What are they going to do? Rape her?" And
Yeah.
I was like, "I don't think that's their intention." But every time I see it now, I think of that and
Yeah. Honestly, it always made sense to me, and I think I saw the movies kind of in order, like right at the same time. I think maybe they were all out by then, and it made sense to me that they never grew big like they did at the end of the first one. Like,
yeah.
like I didn't think that was really that great of an idea, you know. And obviously they didn't make it look that good. If there's like a microsecond shot where you can see its full body, good enough to see how bad it looked, you know.
Yeah, I thought it looked okay, but it didn't make any sense to me because if you notice, there's an error in those scenes because Brad's room is on the second floor, and when
Yeah,
they're all hiding in the house, the critter runs by the window outside, so it's like 2 stories tall. And then whenever later on in the movie, when Brad gets back, he's like searching the house for the cat, and the critter is inside his bedroom, attacking him, and it's like, did it shrink
yeah,
again? What happened?
yeah. When his arm breaks through the cabinet, you
Yeah,
know, to get April, what is he like? Dangling from the roof while it's doing that, or something, you know.
I hope so. I hope there's a deleted scene with a giant critter dangling from the roof.
That's what we want.
Oh, I'd pay you a lot of money for that. That'd be great.
Yeah, we've seen these movies too much. Apparently, we're thinking about this shit. But
Get him, Harv! Oh man, that's classic, right? That's hilarious. I'll never forget that now.
yeah, if I could have any autograph, it'd be that lady.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna put
She's
that as
definitely passed.
I'm gonna put that as a thumbnail. But
her with her bingo wings up in the air flapping.
oh man, yeah. But with that, we have some plans, guys, for the future of the show. If you all enjoy this, let us know because we plan on continue this, and we had actually thought about getting some interviews with some cast members from the films. And if you all are interested, we're going to set out and do that pretty soon. Let us know who you guys would like to hear. Obviously, I know people want Charlie, Don Opper, and we're going to try, but it's not guaranteed. But we have some stuff lined up, and I hope you guys enjoy.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to tell him it's Leonardo DiCaprio.
They'd probably believe it. They'd be like, "Oh my God!" Or either that, or we get Leonardo DiCaprio and nobody believes us, so they don't listen to it.
He contacted us, but we didn't really want him, so we got somebody else from the movies.
Yeah. Actually, I would love to hear what Leonardo DiCaprio has to say about Critters 3.
I would too. I've always said, like, I'd love to approach him. I'd love to have him sign a copy of, like, Critters 3 on VHS, But I'd love to, like, while he's signing it, I'd be like, did you ever do anything after this? Like, really convince him that you, like, just that he has this fan out there. It's like, yeah, there's this one guy. He really only thinks I ever did Critters 3.
That would be. I would want to get that on film because it'd be one of the funniest things ever. It'd be funnier than Get 'Em Harv.
Yeah, it'd be a priceless reaction, dude.
I wanna ask him, like, be like, there was this guy that you were in Titanic with that did a first Critters movie. Did you all like get together and decide to do the franchise in the same at the same time, even though that they were like years younger? But
yeah, no, it'd be brilliant too. Did you see that enamel pin somebody made of like a behind the scenes photo of Leo like putting his hand in the mouth of the critter?
yeah, I seen that. I thought it looked kind of silly myself.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's like a terrible idea. It's like you or I wouldn't even want to do it. We just love everything critters, But a part of me wanted to buy it because it was such a bad idea,
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, fan like custom stuff for me like doesn't do it for me. I want everything that I own to be like official release things for some reason.
Yeah,
I do have a few like fan created things, but other than that, like I set aside to get everything that's been officially released. And when I see something like custom made, I'm just like, oh, another one.
yeah. That's why I'm glad J.R. Miller is it Junior Miller or J.R. Miller in the group exists because he collects all that stuff that, for the most part. Like
Yeah.
I'm like you. I want all just the stuff from video rental stores like that. That's all I want, more or less specifically.
Yeah, I wish I could have the money to buy all the stuff that I wanted.
Yeah. I think I'm set at this point. But I'm also another topic. I would love it if a new line of merchandise actually spawned from the TV series, man. It'd be
New
fantastic.
line of merchandise? You mean the first
line? Yeah, the first line, yeah. I think the only real official thing was the Fangoria puppet because it is a new line, release apparently.
Yeah, I would love to have that puppet, but that thing is like expensive. Other than that, and like the CD soundtracks and the cassette soundtracks, and there was no merchandise whatsoever.
Yeah, those soundtracks go for a butt ton too. I don't know who out there cares to spend more than we would, but
Oh, I got lucky on mine. I found each one of the CD soundtracks for 1 and 2 I got for under $10, and the cassette soundtracks I got both of them for about $5 each.
it's amazing.
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
lucky.
I've held off on a lot of things over the years, but for the most part now I got a lot of stuff. I do have a video rental store Critters poster that I don't even have room to display at this point, but I have the Mad Ball. It's a knockoff Mad Ball that was under the bed of the little girl in Critters 2.
Yeah,
And,
when I saw that, I was so jealous that you had that. I was like, man, I wish I had that. It's so cool.
dude, I've just had that thought my whole life. Like, man, I wish I could find that toy. So,
I think, was it you on the Facebook page that was talking about getting a custom made beer can from Critters 2?
yeah, so I would love to. Yeah, it's just a plain can of beer that says beer.
Yeah. Yeah, that next to like the Meisterbrow. Is that an actual brand?
It is.
Okay.
It is. Yes, I have looked that up. Yeah, it's an old brand apparently or whatever.
That'd be cool to have a can like that.
I remember years ago, some horror news site made a post about the Blu-ray maybe coming soon. Obviously, it didn't come, but some kid commented and he said, "I grew up next to where they filmed Critters 2. It was pretty much in his backyard. They created the town, and he stole a can of the beer from the set, and he always held on to it."
Oh,
it was
so
the
cool.
coolest story, man.
I wonder how true that story is because
why would somebody make that up?
I don't know, because that town in Critters 2, when I was young, I thought that was a real town, and I spent years trying to figure out where Grover's Bend, Kansas was because I wanted to go there and visit that town, and I could never find any information on it whatsoever. And then I think it might have been Mick Garris I talked to, and he told me that the town was filmed in Los Angeles, I think Santa Clara or something like that, and they actually took a old police training camp area, and they made the town in that little facility of that training camp.
Really? Man, that kid's story might be fake then, but why the hell would he pick such a random thing that a few people would be like, "Oh, the beer can." Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe he did live next to where the police training facility was or something.
It could be. That is. Yeah, I thought it was real too. But you watch it now, and it's panning out, and it's showing the town, and it's like, "We'd like to thank all the residents of Grover's Bend," and the town looks so obviously fake. Like, why did we? It's almost like a joke if you think about it.
It looks like 1940s, like country town or something, and it's like clearly the 80s, and they're like, if you look over, you see people like taking stuff off the buildings and like rebuilding stuff, but it's supposed to be for like the people of the town rebuilding the town that was all destroyed and everything, but it looks like they're just like destroying the set.
Yeah, Yeah, the way they're rebuilding at the end, you'd think they were just like some Amish community, like they've never.
I like to think the director called rap, and everybody started like taking stuff down, and somebody was like, "Oh," the director of photography was like, "Let's get one last shot," and they just kind of like pulled out the camera and.
Honestly, I think and when Charlie comes down, like nobody gives a shit except Brad. Like he's coming, he's like asking people for help to get his shoot off, and people are just like, "Nah, I'm walking around aimlessly."
Yeah, I'm fixing my tire.
Yeah, like, they just don't give a shit. Like they were all crying last night when he sacrificed his life, but now they're like, I'm pissed off from rebuilding the set.
Yeah, I don't get paid enough for this.
Oh, that's awesome.
But on that note, guys, we are going to end this podcast, I believe. Do you have anything else to add to it, Sean?
Yeah, kill more Kreitz.
Kill more Kreitz. Again, kill more Kreitz. I think we should have a tagline for each of the podcasts.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So I think this one involved. How about? Okay, I got it. Get him, Sean.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm totally using that as a thumbnail. So on that, guys, we thank you all for listening. We hope you all enjoyed this, and hopefully you all made it through to the end of this because Sean's story is fucking hilarious, and I'm never going to forget that. And we hope you all enjoy the show again. We couldn't do it without you guys and you Critter fans out there.
Yep, we'll see you guys.